Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here at PIHRA Video. My name is Jonathan Menendez. I am the Marketing and Communications Manager here at PIHRA Home Office, and I'm here with a wonderful person who is going to be speaking at Legal Update 2017, Miss Eve Wagner.
Hello everybody, welcome.
I'd like to give a quick introduction to you if you don't mind, because you have a great bio. Miss Eve Wagner is a trial attorney, arbitrator, and mediator. Ms. Wagner is currently the chair of the Employment Section of Beverly Hills Bar Association. Her representation spans a wide variety of industries, and she handles a broad range of matters ranging from harassment to class action. Ms. Wagner also provides pre-litigation counseling and training. She has also been involved in several high-profile cases, and her talk at Legal Update is titled Misclassification Woes: Independent Contractors versus Employee, the Continuing Saga. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So let's start off with the first question. What will you be speaking about?
So one of the hot topics these days, and where there are a lot of lawsuits, involve misclassification of employees. The EDD to the Labor Commissioner to individual class actions and PAGA claims, and even individual suits are on the rise. So my topic is going to cover misclassification, what you can do to avoid those types of claims, what the tests are, and so on.
Wonderful. What are some of the hotter topics facing employers today?
So in addition to wage and hour with overtime and all the other things that you hear about, pay stub violations, the other hot topics these days include the Fair Pay Act, which just recently was expanded to include race, other new laws that you're going to hear about if you come to the Legal Update, violations including sick leave, the minimum wage requirement, what happened with the Department of Labor and how that's going to impact people, especially in California where minimum wage is going to continue to go up, and a whole host of other laws.
A little more about you. So how long have you been practicing in this area?
A long time, 30 years. It's hard to imagine.
Goes by fast, right? You were just telling me about that.
It sure does.
So what are some tips that you have for employers to avoid lawsuits?
So some tips include doing preventative measures, doing a self-audit, for example, going through your payroll practices, making sure your employee handbook's up to date, making sure you know how to have, and your managers know how to have those uncomfortable conversations that nobody wants to have. They want to sweep those right under the rug. Knowing how to do proper documentation so when the time comes to have a termination, you're in the best possible shape to avoid legal action. And some of the other hotter topics include retaliation claims and disability. Those are some of the most common lawsuits we see nowadays. And that's another topic we're going to be covering at the conference. You know, failure to engage in the interactive process, failure to reasonably accommodate. So those are things sometimes people miss. What is an undue hardship? How do you manage leave of absences? You know, how does FEMLA and CIHRA work with the new sick leave laws and the disability laws and things like that?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of topics we're going to talk about, right?
It's going to be a great conference. I really encourage everyone to attend. It'll give you a full update on all the new laws going into effect in January and July of this year, and a whole host of other tips that you can take with you throughout the year.
Wonderful. And in closing, one more question, because I have to ask, what changes do you see in the near future?
So with the new presidential administration coming in, some of the new changes that may impact everyone are the NLRB. They have been very active in this last administration, making all kinds of changes with respect to arbitration agreements, social media policies, what can be in your handbook, whether you can discipline people for making disparaging comments about their employer, and so on. The new administration is likely to change out a lot of the people in the NLRB, and that may result in a lot of changes. And other laws, when the new Supreme Court justices are appointed, we're going to see a lot of changes as well, maybe in arbitration agreements too, and a whole host of other laws. So that's another topic that we're going to be covering at the conference.
Well, I think that just about does it. Quick little bio and introduction to what you're going to be experiencing at Legal Update. Thank you all for joining us.
And I hope to see everybody there. It's going to be a great conference.
Thank you for joining us at PIHRA Video. Bye.